Welcome in, Leo. Thank you so much for joining me today. My name's Lisa. Welcome to my channel, Say It Soul Tarot. For those of you that are returning, welcome back. If you are a new viewer, thank you so much for tuning in today. So this is going to be your weekly love read for the end of January, the last week in January. So that being said, I did change things up a bit today for this week's readings. I'm going to do Celtic crosses for everybody, and then we'll draw some. I already drew your oracle cards, so we'll talk about those. Draw some Scrabble tiles, get some message from your person. And that being said, we're going to get into it for cross watchers. Just keep in mind when I'm talking about Leo, if it feels like it resonates to swap the roles, feel free to do that. And as always, this is a general read, so please only take what resonates. All right, so that being said, Leo, let's get started here. So the current situation right now is the Two of Swords. So in that regard, I do feel that right now you're kind of at a bit of a crossroads here. So I feel like for some of you, you may actually have more than one person in your life. And I feel right now that you're trying to figure out which road you want to go down here. And then crossing you was the sun. So I do feel right now the issue is you trying to figure out which one of those roads is actually going to bring you the most amount of happiness, or which person that might be. And again, with the Two of Swords, I am picking up on there could possibly be two people in your life that you're thinking about right now. So the focus right now, or the issue at hand here, is the Four of Cups. So the Four of Cups really talks about, somebody not being open to love. So I feel like for some of you, one of your people or your main person, if you're only dealing with one person, the issue here is that they are not really open to receiving love. So I feel like we're talking about somebody who's possibly emotionally unavailable right now. So again, take what resonates there. I'm just going to actually clarify that Four of Cups because I wanted to find out more. Spirit, angels, and guides. Why is the Four of Cups here in the focus and or the issue here between Leo and their person? What is this Four of Cups about, please? Why is the Four of Cups here? All right, so the Wheel of Fortune is coming out. All right, can I get one more card, please? So I feel right now, Leo, the person that you're dealing with, and you could be dealing with an air sign or another fire sign with that sun coming out and the Two of Swords. But I do feel right now, the person that you're dealing with is spending a lot of time thinking about what it is that they want to do moving forward with this relationship. So I feel like they are spending a lot of time on their own. So for some of you, you might not be hearing from your person here. For some of you, they also might be at a distance with that Wheel of Fortune card coming out. And I do feel that they are taking the time that they need right now. So again, I feel like for some of you, you may not have heard from this person in a little bit. And again, I feel like this person is, really contemplating what direction they also want to go in here. And I feel like they know that in order for your relationship to move forward, that they know that there's a change that's required here. And I feel like that's why the Wheel of Fortune is coming out. All right. So in the past here, the Knight of Wands came out. So I do feel like this person that you're dealing with, Leo, I feel like this person has been in and out. I feel like you've had multiple cycles with this person. So what I mean by that is they're, around, they're giving you attention, and then they kind of disappear. So again, I don't feel like, for some of you that could include, ghosting you, not, talking to you, not returning your texts, or leaving you, unread, that kind of behavior. And again, I feel like in the past, you've gone through this before with this person that's on your mind here. I'm just going to get some more information on that Knight of Wands. So Spirit, angels, and guides, why is the Knight of Wands here and Leo's past? Tell me more about the Knight of Wands. Again, you might be dealing with a fire sign and or a fixed sign, or possibly a Virgo. Tell me about the Knight of Wands, please. All right. Why is the Knight of Wands here? Oops. Sorry, guys. 6 of Cups wanted to fly out, so I don't know. I think I'll take it. See if I can get one more. Yeah, so for most of you, I do feel like this person has been keeping some secrets here, possibly about their home situation. And on the bottom of the deck, we have the Ace of Swords. So I feel like what I just said is the truth. And again, for some of you, you may have known this person for a long time. And again, I feel like there's this back and forth energy between you and this person. I do feel like there's a lot of passion between you and them. And I do feel like there's a lot of love. And with the 6 of Cups coming out, I do feel like you provide a really nurturing, warm space for this person to fall. And again, I feel like this person possibly comes around when, you know, they're feeling down, or they just kind of like want that reaffirmation that you still care about them. So that's really the energy that I'm getting there, guys, off of those 3 cards. So the strength position here is the 7 of Wands. So this really talks about, you know, I feel like in your heart, Leo, you're wondering, is this situation with your person going to change? Like, are we ever going to get past this behavior and or, move things forward? And I feel like there is a lot of obstacles between you and this person, whether that be emotionally, could be physically, like you could actually, not be in the same city or state, or country even. But we're gonna, what is the 7 of Wands here, please? Angel, spirits, and guides. For the collective, I can see if I can try and get some more information here. What is the 7 of Wands? Yeah. So the 2 of Wands came out. So again, this talks about making a decision. And it also, he's holding up the world here. So for some of you that may apply, where the distance between you and your person here. So again, you might not be living, it might not be easy to see one another, is what I want to say there. All right. So in the future, the King of Swords came out. I'll show you guys. So again, you might be dealing with a air sign, possibly. All right. So the 9 of Pentacles came out. Oh, pardon me. It's the Queen of Pentacles. Can I get one more? Tell me more about the King of Swords and the Queen of Pentacles, please. So I feel like, Leo, Spirit's actually encouraging you to kind of set some boundaries here with that King of Swords coming out. And I feel like that's kind of what energy the situation is currently in. Like, I feel like you need to communicate to your person, like, we can't keep going round and round here. Can I get one more card on the Queen of Pentacles and the King of Swords? Yeah. Look at that. The Empress came out. So I feel like you need to get clear, Leo, about what exactly it is that you want out of this relationship, kind of what's working for you, what's not. And this is getting clarity about your worth, your self-worth, your self-esteem. And again, I feel like this person, you need to have an open, honest conversation with them about your expectations. And sometimes it's really hard to do that, because if you kind of put it out there that I need XYZ, the fear in your heart is that you're going to drive this person away. But you can never have the say the wrong thing to the right person. So that's what I'm going to say there. And again, that's really difficult to do, I understand. Definitely been there before myself, so I completely understand that. But I do feel like for your own happiness and sanity, I do feel like you need to find some clarity on that. And I feel like you will, because this is the future position. So I feel like this is kind of like current energy you're going through. And again, I feel like it's going to be clear to you what you need to say to this person, or what kind of conversation you need to have. And again, I feel like in the future, you are going to have that conversation. And I feel like it's actually going to turn out pretty good here because I did see the outcome. So on the advice from Spirit, Spirit's advice was the Three of Cups, and I'm going to just clarify that card. Why is the Three of Cups here, please? And Spirit's advice, Five of Swords. So I feel like Spirit's just actually encouraging you to get out there and socialize and possibly not take this situation so seriously. So I'm not saying like that you shouldn't stand your ground with this person. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that basically, for this to come together, I feel like this Spirit's encouraging you to be strategic and again, draw some boundaries, possibly have a heart-to-heart conversation. And again, I feel like, with that Three of Cups, I feel like that's encouraging that there is going to be some kind of you and this person, getting together, whether that be for coffee or a drink or like spending some time together and talking about what it is that you each need out of this relationship. And then the card that's kind of causing like the issue here is like this person needs to get out of this Nine of Pentacles energy. So again, I feel like this person is not, is a little bit anti-committal is what I want to say here. And until they come out of this energy, there's really only so much you can do on your side, Leo. So if this person isn't ready for a full-on commitment, and again, I feel like in the past they've, they may have even told you, like I'm really not ready for anything too serious. So again, I feel like for some of you, you know, but if you've invested a lot of time with somebody, I definitely understand it's hard to walk away from that situation if you've already, and you really have a lot of time and emotion invested in this person. Again, I just feel like this person's not quite there yet, is what I really want to say on that. And then you're in your hopes and fears. The High Priestess came out. So I feel in this instance, Leo, I feel like you know in your heart whether or not this is your person or not. And if it is, for those of you out there, then again, you're going to need to be patient with this person and, still have some hope in your heart. And then for others of you, if your intuition is telling you to, walk away from this situation and see other people or whatever that might look like for you, again, you need to, for each and every one of you, that answer is going to be different. I can't tell you what to do. I can just kind of give you a snapshot of what the current energy is kind of in the situation. And again, you need to make the best decision for yourself. So again, with the High Priestess showing up here, I do feel like in your heart, what you need to do for yourself here, what's going to bring you the most joy. And in the outcome, we got the Four of Swords. So I feel like Spirit is blessing you here. If you see in the corner in the stained glass window here. So I do feel like there's going to be some blessings coming in. And again, I feel like this situation, is possibly divinely being guided. I feel I am picking up on a bit of divine timing here for sure with the Wheel of Fortune coming out and the Six of Cups. So I'm just going to clarify more on the Four of Swords. Tell me more about this Four of Swords, Spirit. Why is the Four of Swords here? And the possible outcome. King of Wands. Yeah. So again, I feel like there's a lot of passion and love between you and this person. And on the bottom of the deck, we have the Eight of Pentacles. So again, for some of you, I feel like for the majority of you, the energy I'm picking up on is that you don't want to give up on this situation. You want to continue building this relationship with this person. And again, I feel like you just need to be patient is really what I want to say here. And I feel like you will be rewarded later on. And again, I feel like there's needs to have some healing between you and your person. So the last thing I'm going to do here before I talk about your oracle cards, because in this Celtic spread, it doesn't really show me, I just want to get a better take on their feelings here. So we're going to do feelings real quick, and then I'll talk about your oracle cards. So, angel spirits and guides, how does this person feel about Leo, please? What is in their heart? How does this person feel about Leo? How do they feel about my Leos here? King of Cups. Aw, I love that. Okay. So this person, again, like I was saying, I feel like they're not really great at expressing themselves here, Leo, but I do feel like this person does care deeply for you. So just know that. And again, for some of you, sometimes the King of Cups can represent somebody they do have a lot of really deep emotions. So just sometimes they're a little bit controlling and they're not great at expressing them. So that's not going to be for all of you. For some of you, your person may be emotionally expressive, but for a lot of you, I feel like in general, masculine energy coming through here. I do feel like, possibly that could be your situation here with somebody who's a little bit emotionally avoidant, is what I want to say here. And again, not for all of you, just for some of you. And again, take what resonates here. So I do feel like this person really does love you. So, all right. So we're going to talk about what do I want to do first here? All right, so we're going to start with the Witch's Belting Oracle card. Card number 35 came out, and this is the Sacred Waters card. And it says, drunken by the swell of the sea, I can feel the blanket of her embrace. Unafraid of the presence, releasing the cords, I call her in. I call her deeply within. So, again, I feel like this really goes with what Spirit is encouraging you to do, is to try and look at the bigger picture in this situation. Um, Continue to hold your vision, have faith, that this is going to come together. Be a little bit strategic. And again, I feel like this is talking about patience. And, if you need to, I feel like you need to, Spirit is encouraging you to not be so focused on the outcome of the situation and just enjoy the moment, or the moments with this person, and just have faith that it's going to come together. And then the guilt card came out from the soul's journey, and it says, I release any beliefs that no longer assist in my soul's growth. And again, I feel like this really goes hand in hand here with you getting clarity about yourself, your self-worth, and releasing anything that, any kind of limited beliefs that are holding you back in this situation. And then for the romance angel that came out, it was getting to know each other. As you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. So, again, with this person, I feel like you need to express how the situation is making you feel. And again, establishing some kind of boundaries or, having a real heart to heart conversation, kind of, feeling out the lay of the land and figuring out some kind of compromise, I want to say, in this situation. So with the wisdom of the oracle, the treasure island came out. So again, I feel like, the treasure island card really talks about, there's going to be, it's kind of like, the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow here in this situation. And again, I really was picking up on this person being in and out. So it's not surprising to me that the round and round card did come out and then come to the edge. So for those of you that are, holding that vision, I feel like Spirit is encouraging you to continue to do that. And again, but you do have to consider your own peace of mind here in this situation. And again, what's going to bring you happiness and joy. And again, I feel like not focusing on so much on the outcome will definitely possibly help you do that. So I usually only draw one star codes, but two came out. So the Saturn card came out. So maybe check and see. I read, about the house that Saturn falls in for you. And then the eighth house also came out, which talks about mystery. And this card doesn't come out very often. So I'm just going to read a little bit about each. So on the Saturn card, the challenge of this card is to be careful not to cling to old conceptions of success or hold on to a brittle system that restricts potential and leaves people discouraged. The gift of this card is the ancestors call you to wisdom and maturity to know your gifts and limitations. This process may be an initiation, a test that empowers you. So, again, for most of you that have been waiting for the situation to change, I feel like it really has been testing you. And for some of you that do, kind of believe in twin flames, and if this person is your twin flame, then again, it's a long journey, right? On the 8th house card, the mystery card, the challenge says it can be tempting to manipulate by withholding love, power, or money, and hard to step away when someone else is jerking those chains. So I do feel like in this situation, there's a little bit of that definitely going on. And then the gift of this card is face your worst fears and step through. Feel that liberation. The trap of manipulation falls away when you don't bite the hook. So I feel like this is really in reference as well to the Sacred Waters card. So cleanse yourself, cleanse your space. Do what you need to do. If you need to cut that cord, do that. And again, you guys need to each make your own decision about, what's best for yourself here. All right, so I'm getting some messages from this person first. I'll draw a couple Scrabble tiles. And I forgot to draw some tea leaves, so I might do that as well. All right. Angel, spirits, and guides, messages from this person to my Leos, please. All right, first card out is, it was my fault, but I blamed you. A couple more, please. To my Leos. Any other message, please? All right. See if I can get a couple more, please. All right. I love you unconditionally, and I love you. This card doesn't come out very often. All right. So that's really nice. And again, guys, I do feel like there's a lot of love on both sides here. I just feel like this person is just not quite there yet. Is what I want to say. All right. So for initials, we have the letter H, an E, an I, the letter M, the letter C, another E, the letter R, a W, another I, and the letter T. So guys, that's what I've got for you. I hope this message helped somebody. If you did enjoy this message, if you could hit that like button and or subscribe to my channel, I would really love that. I'm little, so I'm just growing. So any little bit of support you could throw my way, that would be most amazing. So again, hope this message helped, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.